What's good, YouTube land? We're going to take a small break from the magnificence that is Kingdom. We're going to dip back into the pool in the shallow end of Generation Selects. Last time I checked, there's like, I don't even know how many Generation Selects there are for Earthrise at this point. This is off the top of my head. There was a G2 Megatron from the Earthrise mold, freaking Shattered Glass, Optimus Ratchet, the random things for random planets, like a different Ratchet packaged with an RC repaint, um, a random re-release of Punch Counterpunch from Titan's Return, along with an Earthrise Barricade, who's not even the G1 Barricade, he's the Bayverse Barricade, but turned into a G1 character. So that's not confusing at all. But I haven't got any of them. The one I have is a total Darude. This generation selects Sandstorm. So, weird choice, this one. There you can see their sticker, the box, the War for Cybertron Trilogy logo there. Just random things and stuff. If you open the box, I need my Zelda sound effect at this point. See some nice inward pattern thing. And obviously, Sandstorm right there. We will remove him from his plastic prism. Prison. Not prism. And grab the null rays, which, come on, mate. There we go. There's not a instructions. Don't really need, because we've dealt with this mold before. And get rid of this box. So, this is G2 Sandstorm. Or actually, to give him what would be his proper name, G2 Ramjet. Really. There's no punchline to that. He literally is just G2 Ramjet, but he's apparently a different character now. And there was a G2 version of this guy, which was a repaint of Ramjet in this friggin' desert camo kind of boring color scheme of beige, brown, and black. And yep, he's here now. So we might as well talk about him. As a character, there really is none. He's honestly just a color scheme given a name. Because I don't believe he's been in any fiction. I'd say that. Apparently they put out a G2 comic book with this character in it. But even then, he doesn't get a personality. He just tries to steal some Energon. At least from what I read on TF Wiki. So, yeah, I got really nothing character-wise. He's just a conehead. There literally is nothing else, but he is a conehead. And that name, let's talk about that, because there's already a Generation 1 character with the name Sandstorm. He's an Autobot triple changer. He's friends with Springer. So it's like, I get why, because a lot of the secret repaints just end in Storm. Acid Storm, Nova Storm, Ion Storm, that kind of thing. So I get the basis for the name, because, supposedly he would be good in a city. He would do well in the desert. And possibly the most memed song in the history of Guitar Hero. But I think we actually have to talk about the toy itself, because I believe this is a toy review. And I got this guy just so I could finally get a chance to see the actual cone head version of this mold in the flesh, because my thrust Target exclusive, not here in Canada at all. Haven't seen them. Dirge and Ramjet, I pre-ordered, still haven't shown up. I love getting those emails from Amazon being like, here's the update for your order. There is no update. We have no idea when we will be able to ship this to you. Considering it was supposed to release in October, it released in October in the States. So this was my first chance to get a hold of this version of the mold and check it out. So I went for it. And I think it's pretty good. Um, I think definitely the highlight is that friggin' dark chocolate face. Like, that is definitely his feature. The one thing that makes him stand out from the rest of the good old silver face seeker squad. That and the usual cone head thing. Oh, and we'll talk about something else in vehicle mode. So he is a remold of Starscream, of course, but more specifically the Ramjet version of the remold with the leg-mounted wings, and surprisingly, new knees. Like, they go quite up a bit long. Like, I know I looked at pictures beforehand, but I didn't realize these were actually new bits until I got them in hand and realized, oh yeah, he's got new knee pads. So, besides that, the wings are new. The heads are new. That's basically it for what's different. Actually, actually, if you look, the torso is actually differently molded. So that's cool, I guess. It gives the cone head, at least Dirge and repaints of Dirge, a small amount of difference. Because Dirge has always been, no, sorry, Ramjet. I'm I'm that's how kind of indistinguishable the cone heads are. That I know I'm thinking of Ramjet, but I'm saying Dirge. Ramjet has always been basically considered Starscream, but slightly better because he's almost the exact same color scheme as Starscream, the white and the red. But this guy is this really indistinguishable shade of beige, which I get why. Desert. It's basically he's in desert camo, but like I don't know. It's not really the best color. It's not the worst color. It's at least more interesting than gray. But like, well, if anything, it actually works in contrast with the black and the brown, making them just pop that much more off the sort of the dullness of it. And of course, I'm going to keep bringing up his black face, his dark chocolate face, because it is the one feature that I think no other secret had. I don't know if Ramjet's face is black. I haven't looked at Ramjet in a long time, but I don't think any other seeker has that kind of face. Like all of them are silver. The newly introduced red wing has a white face. So it's just like it's a little thing that's unique to him, which is cool. But overall, it's still a good mold. I feel like it suffers from a bit of mold degradation because this left leg can't actually go stock straight. Like it springs back for some reason, and like I think there's something in there that's screwed up because it should be going, it should be stock straight like that. Like I can, it'll peg in fine, but it definitely looks like it really wants to pop out. So that's if anything, if anything. Wow, I'm just fumbling all of my words. That's kind of the only sort of weakness with this version of the mold that I've seen. Like, besides the fact that he has pathetically tiny upper sections for wings, those, yes, those sections are supposed to be his, like, piece of the wing, because they will be in jet mode. I'm not sure how I feel about the leg mounted wings. I like the fact that they go basically all the way around. I feel like, I don't know, they're not as much of a big feature as, say, the traditional Three Seekers back mounted wings are. But then I'm kind of just stretching for things because I've talked about this mold 3 different times in 2 videos. So it's like, what else can I say about it? It looks nice. That's really about it. That, and I can make more Sandstorm jokes, but I don't know if we really want to do that. But just for the uninitiated, I will go into the posability. The head is on a ball joint, being the only articulated part that's different to Starscream. So head up and down, tiny bit of side to side. You can swivel here. So you can definitely cat jam. You think? I wonder if he listens to uh, the song of his own name. Hmm. Oh well. Shoulders go all the way around. To go back, you kind of have to get them out of the way of the wing, little wing snippets right there. You go out that far, biceps full, good old beyond 90-degree elbow, nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist, which is still one unfortunate thing. I just remembered I want to show him off also with Cyclonus. Just to show, hey, how freaking big Cyclonus is. And this kind of makes sense because Cyclonus was converted from a basically half dead Seeker, so it kind of makes sense a little bit. Although, if you want, you can call that a point of posability for the wrist, but I don't. So hips can go forward, they can go back, not at all really. About uh, I'd say that far. They can do the splits about that well. You get a thigh swivel, you get a double jointed knee, which gives you a 90-degree bend. And you do get a ankle pivot along with transformation enabling ankle bend toe joint thing. So none of the new bits get in the way. Um, Same really good level of posability that I've talked about before. Just if you want, just go link somewhere to the Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Twin Pack. Uh, yeah, I don't know how many more of these guys I'm gonna get. Besides the 2 packs on the way, probably Thrust just to complete the cone heads, because you know I'd say Seekers are a bit like Darude albums. I don't know how worthwhile it would be to collect them all. If you don't have at least one, you're an asshole. And obviously, we've talked about this unfortunateness. It's the only real blemish, I would say, on this version of the toy. So, let's get to the jet. So if you've seen this transformation or it's your first time, welcome into the I don't feel like explaining it portion of the review. The only real thing that you are different is you fold these pieces. Come on, go down. Just fold it backwards. I actually have which one? Thrilling, or basically I've Generations Dirge from the old classic Seeker mold. I have him somewhere. I forget where he is, but I don't know. And to line up the wing, you just do that. Just fold it flat like that, and there you go. You've got one wing. Peg the legs in together. There you go. You've got, and a little bit of interesting thing. These knee pads actually go on top and sort of click in, as opposed to under the skirt in the traditional. I don't. Is traditional the right word? The regular non-cone head version of this mold. So, yep, we've got the arms just about ready. I guess I could have mentioned he's got ports on the underside of his wings, but they're not. Yeah, they're not really. Not really much use in robot mode. And besides the blah 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 the the effect peg right there. Does he have one on the other side? No, he doesn't. Oh, and I guess should I really talk about the null rays? Yep, it's a null ray in beige. Looks cool, little needle zapper. Pew 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 pew. That apparently only works on cybernetic beings, as we've seen in a death battle that Starscream fought against a pony. It's supposed to null. Since the null ray comes from the word nullification, I think it's like it nullifies something in a Cybertronian being, like the ability to move or something. Because it never kill. I don't think it's ever. I don't think a null ray's ever killed anything. While I struggle to get his chest open, like it's just supposed to render them unable to move, I guess. Which is why Starscream always had to use Megatron as a target master, because Starscream really couldn't kill anything on his own. Ah, there we go. Mm. Oh, that's a. Uh, I don't like that. Oh, and even TF Wiki hilariously advises you to pay attention, because the way you put the nose cone over the top, it has the potential to chip and scratch off that black paint that's on his head. So, I guess be forewarned, although I really don't know if I actually need to use the kid gloves for that. Come on, you dickhead. Come on. You know, if I was like a good video maker, I would actually like edit this out. But you know, who am I if not the world's most unwilling to edit a video? So there is your G2 Generation Selects Sandstorm in his vehicle mode, and let's put on the weapons, which you could actually put on his arms if you want. You could have left them on, put them on the back wings, and once more, for the greatest hits, we turn, of course, to Starscream. I've got a song stuck in my head. And it's surprisingly not Sandstorm. Yeah, these ones go under. Oh, I don't know why I'm having chest issues with this mold today. We're almost there. That's not the song in my head. I don't feel like singing the song in my head because it's in Japanese. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Okay. So here, let's give you give him the no raise. So here we go. And right off the bat, the wings give him a whole different attitude. I feel like this guy's a lot more like it gives him sort of a smooth, sort of pointed look. If they line up properly, like he kind of feels a bit more like a dart because his wings aren't as prominent. They're more subtle as opposed to this guy's really rather pointy, full on wings. Because they're both F-15s, but apparently this wing style is modeled after an F-16 XL, which was a prototype that never went into actual commission, or I believe something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this guy's. Uh, I'm not sure which one I like more. Obviously, this mold looks better in other colors, but like just straight comparison of the mold, not the color scheme. I don't know. I don't know which one I like. I think I actually like the sort of gradual. Like I don't know. I'm lost. I'm trying to find the words. I like it. I do like it. Also, if you hadn't noticed already, the one extra paint app Sandstorm gets is that gnarly friggin' I don't know what you call it. The monster mouth paint app, I should say, with the friggin' eyes there. They did the same thing to the Thrilling 30 Blitzwing or double dealer version of that mold. And I don't know if it looks good here. It's definitely his feature at this point. Like since double dealer's gone back to being his regular weird ass bird with a giant dick rocket self, I kind of feel like this has become exclusive to Sandstorm now. It doesn't look nearly as goofy as it did in bright blue. Uh, Other than that, he's just got some dirt on him. Looks like a very dirty plane. Like somebody hasn't washed this plane in a long time. Although I do really like the look of the big black engines. I bet they'll look pretty good in red as well. Besides the wings, there's nothing else to this jet mode that's new. Like the paint at the mouth. I never even actually showed off, I think it previously, that they're actual seats in the canopy right there. You can kind of see them in black. Although it's a Decepticon, it's not going to be There were barely any humans, I think, in G1 that were aligned with the Decepticons. There was one guy who was as a tiny little figure packaged in with the second masterpiece seeker. I don't remember his name, Professor something, but no, I don't. I can't see him. Like, I get you're supposed to blend into the world, and this kind of fighter jet will generally have seats, so like it's for accuracy. But like, I can't really see Sandstorm even pretending to have people fly him, because you take one look at that and you go, that's not a normal jet. Another thing I like is, I don't. You can see the brown Decepticon badges. They actually, I think, in this instance, really hide into the design well. And if you're not looking for it, they are honestly kind of easy to miss. And I like that because it adds to the whole robots in disguise thing. But, there's not much else. I could give him these guns right here, but those belong to Starscream. Do I recommend Sandstorm? I still wish this mold had landing gear. I feel like these silver paint apps are gonna, like, if I rest him down on the ground, they're gonna probably scrape off. So obviously I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna say I recommend this mold in whatever color you get it in. Right now, I think, at least where I live, this is the only version of it available. Again, as I mentioned, I haven't seen Thrust and blah 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 blah. So if you want this mold and you don't really care about what color scheme it is, he's not any worse than Starscream. So is that a recommendation? If you're going for character, though, he really isn't one. And I know less about G2 than I know about G1. All I know about G2 is it was an excuse to take the same old characters and give them crazy paint jobs. And this is like the most boring Generation 2 paint job probably. Because when you think about it, a lot of the characters, like Sideswipe, got an awesome black, like his colors inverted. His main color became black, and he had all spikes and tons of ammo on him. And like, what was it? I think it was Ramjet that became like shocking hot pink and like just the most random neon colors because it was the 90s. But of all of them, you choose this one, the most boring one. I mean, okay, I'll take it for $7 more than the price of a regular retail Voyager, mind you. But I don't know. I don't know if this guy is for everyone, but he is a seeker though. So there is that. There have been thousands of seekers at this point. So he kind of, I mean, you got army build at some point. So I guess that's been Sandstorm. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my attempt to play Darude Sandstorm on Guitar Hero, even though I don't have my Xbox turned on. I can't even remember how the song actually goes. Nope, never. Uh, Maybe one day. Bye. Keep it weird. Didn't really have a really good ending for that. Damn it, I should have just pressed the button. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching.